the National Football League.
Six days a week, it's going to be used to forge horseshoes, but one day a week, an anvil is used to forge victories here in Indianapolis. It's been wrong once again at the city's Lucas Oil Stadium, telling us all it is time for football. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday night primetime showdown between the San Francisco 49ers and the Indianapolis Colts. Ready to get this game started? Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And we'll get a look at a man who's been around the block quite a few times now in the NFL.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show they really do belong in this league.
And he's going to have this down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
42-yard line.
Working on first down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd and 10.
Here's a throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
3rd and long for him here. That's on target to Pierce. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Colts.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Let's go.
Running right, this is Taylor. He dodged the tackle. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Go! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he takes this one in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here's Sky Moore on the return. Escapes a defender. And he's out of bounds, approaching the 25, couple yards short at the 23. So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. They're led out by the 4th-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Purdy will sneak it. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. We got a tough QB.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Running back sent in motion. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Completed left side there to Jennings. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from the deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle them up. The Colts with their offense out, their 2nd drive coming up. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
It's a completion of Michael Pittman Jr. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 45.
They'll go play action. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. The Colts have taken the early lead. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They give to Taylor, right side. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go, Shaq. Panther 60, Panther 60.
They're throwing it. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Colts get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young, Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Ruby's extra point is good. And the Colts double their lead to 14.
49ers, nothing.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Isaac Garindo to return. And he'll be just shy of getting to at least the 20. Bit of a short return as he's out at the 19. San Francisco headed out for its second possession of the game. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
On the gun is Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And he gets it away from his end zone. Punt taken near midfield. Shoots away from one. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. The Colts offense set to head out. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate. And unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Dropping back to throw. Cut out left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this 1st half. It's the Colts holding the lead here at Lucas Oil. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Incomplete. Jason Kinnock there defensively.
Back to throw. And he finds him in the end zone for the Indy touchdown. The Colts bump racing them to the halftime locker room. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Groupie to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts stretch their lead to 21.
49ers, nothing.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Garindo to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
1st down throw by Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the 1st play. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Looking to throw, Purdy. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Brings up third down and 17.
They kick the running back in motion. Third and long, Purdy. This one's quickly to Jennings. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Thomas Morstead heading back out for the punt. Back deep for the Colts is Anthony Gould. He has it at the 33. He dodged the tackle. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Rolling into enemy territory. They get 19 on that pickup. And it'll be first down Colts.
One like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
33-yard line.
70 Lions.
To throw here on first down. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's going to work this down to the 32. That one stopped by Upton Stout. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. Groupie sends it through. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Moore with a return. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to get to work to begin this third quarter. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the offense recovers, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down the distance.
He's him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on third down. Purdy looking to throw. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
The return begins on their side of midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. So first down from the 41. Here's a give to Taylor. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone on first. All the left side. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he's going to score a touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts push their lead further to start the half. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Group B to try that point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts grow their lead yet again.
31, 49ers nothing.
Here's Group B on now to handle the kickoff. Moore with a return. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line. So here come the 49ers on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. 49ers to the line. First and 10. On the counter, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. Second and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
And he stopped just before the line to gain. This is at the 27. Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 8.
Got to keep this one and go. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 2. And the 49er first down.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10.
They stick with McCaffrey. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
18, what's up?
They'll air it out on 3rd. Purdy has it knocked out. The Colts pick it up. Not much added after the recovery, partner, so that is where they'll take possession from the fumble.
Hey, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field, but unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing 4th down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Colts who have possession. Man, this one looking pretty well decided already. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Here we go.
Setting up to throw. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
Third down and 13.
Working now from the gun. Finds Pittman, complete. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. They break the huddle. It's second down now.
Brings up second and goal at the 10-yard line.
He's going to throw it. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the 49ers are able to get this back up to their own 15-yard line. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there. Heck, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders are willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Brings up second and 9.
Going run again with McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. To the air on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Colts have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest of the offense. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Let's go.
Straight ahead with Taylor. Escapes the defender. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Looking in the air here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. And it's going to be second down.
Second down and 10.
Back to throw. Cut near the goal line. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Colts are running them out of the building. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Group B to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts continue piling on to this lead.
49ers nothing.
Here's Group B on now to handle the kickoff. Moore with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. 49ers just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Play action now, Purdy. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted! Sauce Gardner with the INT.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. They're looking to just hang on to the ball through the finish. Defense has all of its timeouts, but with this game out of reach, a good chance they just let it run. All set to go now from the 35. A run here with Taylor. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
They're going to pass it here. He's got a man left. And he'll go down here at the 16.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet. That's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That's brought in. This is back Jonathan Taylor. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Taylor. Can't right past that line. They stop him at the 3. So the Colts pick up the win in this one. And if they could play at this level every time out, well, their coaches would be happy as they could be. Total team effort, a dominating victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indy.